Alright, Shalom. I want to start off with giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahshua, Bashim, Rakakadash, the bonus to the elders and apostles of great news on Shalom to the Ophelek. Hope this video will be edifying, and let's get into it now. This 2 Timothy chapter 2, and let's start at verse 8. Remember that Yahushua, Mashiach of the seed of David, was raised from the dead according to my gospel, wherein I suffered trouble as an evildoer, even unto bonds, but the word of Yahweh is not bound. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sakes, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Yahushua Mashiach with eternal glory, right? Just like how Yahushua had to go through stuff, we're gonna have to go through stuff as well. You know? And we are supposed to endure all things, man. You know, it don't matter what happens. You're gonna have ups, you're gonna have downs, you have things that being said to you that you like, that you don't like. Are you gonna push through? Are you gonna push on? You know? That's what's most important, man. You know? It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. You see, so it's important that whatsoever we do, we follow Yahweh Shai, and we do the work. We do what we're supposed to be doing, and also, do the work, man. Do what's required of you to do. You know, one way of denying the Lord is by not going on the highways and byways and preaching. You know, that's denying the Lord, because why? You're ashamed. You hiding your talent, basically, just like that servant. I believe it was in Luke or in Matthew that was hiding his talent. You know, that wicked slothful servant that hided his talents. You know, you don't want to be like that. If he believe not, yet he abideth faithful, he cannot deny himself. Jumping to verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly defining the word of truth, right? Study to show yourself approved, man. Make sure you make enough videos. Make sure you study enough. Make sure you read enough. You know, that's something that I have to work on starting from today, man. You know, really read every day. Read a couple of verses every day. You know, stay in the spirit. Pray more. And make a video a day. You know, because it's important to stay in the spirit. You know, we can't be still. We can't be lukewarm. You know. And obviously it's a balance, right? You're gonna have weeks where you have less time for the truth, but the truth is supposed to be your main focus, man. There's no excuse to not be doing the work. There's no excuse that you don't have 3 videos a week. You know, you always have time to make 3 videos a week, man. You know, so it's important to put Yahweh Shemashah first. You know. And for example, me, I was struggling with a balance a lot with my job, you know, my diet, working out, making enough time for the truth, and then also making enough time for myself to make sure my things are in order and everything is in order, right? And also through trials and errors and stuff like that, you know, making mistakes, falling back up. Yartaza, I have a good balance now. The Most High gave me, let me go through some things so I can gain more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, so I know how to deal with certain kind of situations and how to maintain a proper diet that works for me, also a proper structure that works for me, And that's yeah, it took 2 weeks, man, 2 to 3 weeks for me to really balance things out and get that good. But the truth suffered under it, and that's not good. You always have time to make a video, man. The truth is supposed to be first. So let's read on, but because the scriptures is gonna say it. Nevertheless, the foundation of Yahweh standeth sure, having this seal: the Lord knoweth them that are his. And let every one that nameth the name of Yahweh depart from iniquity. And what is iniquity? Sin upon sin. Don't commit sin upon sin. But also the scripture that it says, like, the Most High knoweth them that are his, right? So if you are of the elect, if you are a man of the Lord that doing this work in truth and sincerity, the Most High is watching you, man. He knows what you're doing. So make sure you do the right things, man, because eyes are on you, man. And you don't want to be in the bad eyes of the Most High Yabashimashai. You want to be in the good light, man. You don't want to be in the bad light that the Most High is frowning upon you. You want the Most High to rejoice, to be glad of you, because the works that you do, you show him you love him by your actions, by making your videos, by studying, by examining yourself, whether you be in the faith, like the scripture says, right? Scripture said, if you love me, keep my commandments, and my commandments are not grievous, right? So be a watchman, do what you're supposed to be doing, man. Hold your post. Verse 20, but in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. Right, exactly. The Most High has created some unto honor and some unto dishonor, just like how he created Jacob and Esau. He created Jacob for honor and Esau for dishonor, man. So let's read verse 20 again. But in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor. Right? Purge yourself from that old man. Whether it's being slothful, whether it's being that's the old man. Don't want to do nothing. That's the old man. you know not being proactive, not doing the work, stuff like that's old man behavior. That's the person that you was before this truth. you know but now how we in the truth, uh, uh, um you're supposed to be a new man. you know put away those childish things, like the scripture says in First Corinthians. When I was a man, I put away childish things, roughly paraphrasing, right? When I was a child, I spake like a child, you know. But when you become a man, basically, that's when you put away those childish things, man. You know, a man is supposed to have structure, have order, have discipline. You know, do what his responsibilities are, man, and do the tasks, man. Whatever you're responsible with, that's a man. You know, taking care of his household. Scripture says, how can one take care of the church of the Most High if he doesn't take care of his household first? You see, so it's important to be a man, in this truth. You know, verse 21: If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor. Right? If you follow Yahweh Shemeshah and do what you're supposed to be doing, you're going to be a vessel unto honor for Yahweh Shemeshah, sanctified and meet for the master's use, right? And prepared unto every good work. Why? Because why? Yahweh is gonna come back, and do you want to be 5 of those wise virgins, or do you want to be 5 of those foolish virgins that didn't do the work, that didn't prepare themselves good? Verse 20, 22. Flee also youthful lust, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart. You see, so with that, I hope this video is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yashah Bashim Rakadash, the ones, the elders, and apostles of great millstone. Shalom to those for lack of this video is edifying and shalom.